Behold how good it is, and how pleasant when brethren dwell in unity.
Hi, I'm Shelley Neese, Vice President of Jerusalem Connection and author of the new book, The Copper Scroll Project. In the previous weeks, I've talked about what the Copper Scroll is, where it was found, and how it was opened. But now I need to tell you what it actually says. John Allegro, the member of the Dead Sea Scroll editorial team responsible for overseeing the opening of the Copper Scroll, never doubted the scroll's historicity. To him, it was an eyewitness record of a momentous clandestine event. But Allegro's excitement was tempered by concern from his other colleagues that the news of the Copper Scroll's contents would set off a countrywide treasure hunt. If the Bedouin heard of underground gold and silver, it was possible they might raise entire archaeological sites. The scroll's potential was downplayed in the press. The New York Times ran a front-page story on the Copper Scroll. They mocked its authenticity, writing that the manuscript was something that might have been written in blood in the dark of the moon by a character in Treasure Island. Truthfully, though, the Copper Scroll is a difficult text to read and understand, composed in a form of Hebrew unlike the rest of the Dead Sea Scrolls. The method of spelling and word choice gives it a first-century period of production, which puts it in line with the rest of the Dead Sea Scrolls. But of course, you can't date carbon date copper, and translation problems are rooted in the Copper Scroll's etching. The handwriting is unskilled and often crowded, making it difficult to know where one word begins and the other ends. The scroll has 30 scribal mistakes. Several letters are incomplete or backwards. In bad spots, text was lost to deterioration. On occasion, the scribe writes in cursive instead of the formal Hebrew block letters. In the last several columns, there are 12 in total, the writing gets progressively garbled. I'll give you a sample of what the scroll sounds like, though. It's a verbless inventory, lots of dry instructions about where to dig for gold and silver. It says, "In the ruin which is in the valley, pass under the steps leading to the east 40 cubits, a chest of money and its total, the weight of 17 talents. In the sepulchre monument, in the third course, 100 gold ingots. In the great cistern of the courtyard of the peristyle, in a hollow in the floor covered with sediment in front of the upper opening, 900 talents. It goes on like that for 12 columns and for over 60 locations. If you were one of the first ones to lay eyes on this 2,000-year-old treasure map, where would you think the Copper Scroll treasures were buried? Where would you think to look? Stay tuned next week for the rest of the Copper Scroll story. Shabbat Shalom.
Behold how good it is, and how pleasant when brethren dwell